much like the sound of it.
Yeah, Jake, that's the one.
Sorry for the wait. Get it! Let's go! You know what it is. Ma! For real! I call you for real because you're the truth. Campo! Boxing God. Chef Fred. Craig Smith. IMO. What it do with the phone? I told you. I been told you. Told you what 3-4 years ago. I told you he was the boogeyman. What's up, George? What it do with the phone? Hey! Yay! We got the Reaper Gang in the building. You know what it is. MBBC. Yay! What it do, man? Elsie, what it do with the phone? Shout out to the boxing bunch. Get it in. Chop on in, y'all. We going in. Hey. Hey. Chop on in, y'all. You know what to do with the business is, man. It's your boy DT3, the Boom Beezy, man. And I'm back at you again with another Boxing Talk podcast, man. Boxing Talk 186. Who's next for Crawford and Boo Boo Andrade and Canelo at Cruiserweight? And I got my homeboy in the building. You know what I'm talking about? You already know who it is. 3K the Boss Man, a.k.a. Mr. Two Hands Up. Shout out to the Reaper Gang. In the building. What it do with the folk? You already know what it is. So I told y'all, what was that? Like 2-3 years ago? That Bud Crawford was the boogeyman. Didn't I tell y'all that? I told y'all. Told y'all was a boogeyman before he even went to 147. The boogeyman was. Been told y'all. Thought y'all knew. Y'all thought I was just talking just to talk. And I told y'all. I was there last night, live. With my boy Mob. Shout out to Gun Rights Mafia. What to do with the foe? Was with him. We was out there sitting by side, watching Crawford do his thug thing. Do what he do. What I told you he was going to do. And he did that. Stopped the only man that nobody stopped. Nobody. And he stopped him. Now what? Now what? Errol Spence left. That man left. He cut out. He dipped out. He cut on. He left. He didn't even want to stay for no interviews, nothing. He got on. He cut out. He had nothing to say to nobody. But he's supposed to be the man. He's supposed to be the man. Errol Spence supposed to be the man, right? Sean Porter was supposed to be the easy road, right? Sean Porter was supposed to be the easy road, right? That's what he was. Last time I checked. But all of a sudden, for Terrence Bud Crawford, that seemed to be the biggest fight for him right now. And what he do? What he do? What Errol Spence could not do. And did not do. What did he do? Errol Spence didn't stop him, knocked him down. Yeah, he knocked him down. I ain't gonna take a knee. But he didn't stop him. Daddy threw in the towel. Nope, I can't. Nope, my son don't. Nope, can't take no more. Nope, he done. He over. He done. He's over with. And I told you, this man that you looking at right here, this boogeyman, this the man that don't nobody want to see. Him. Not your boy, this motherfucker right here. Terrence Bud Crawford. Nobody want to hit that Bud. Keith Thurman better grow his ponytail back before he think about hitting that Bud again. Keith Thurman don't want none of that, don't want no parts of that Bud. He don't want to hit that. That's that good gelato. That's that blue cook. That's that purple runts. He don't want that smoke. He don't want to hit that Bud. He don't want that. He don't want that. He stopped them. I'm giving everybody gonna have a problem with Sean Porter. He went 10 rounds with him. I said he wasn't gonna go 9. And he went 10. And he stopped them. Like Sean Porter said, he different. He different. I wanted him to throw more. Ask Mob. I wanted Crawford to throw that left hand. So from round 5 to the end of the fight, I wanted him to throw more left hands. He didn't do it. I wanted him to throw way more left hands. That's what I wanted Crawford to do. Ask Mob, I'm right there. Throw left hand, throw it. Throw it. Please throw it. He writes right there. Throw the left upper. It's right there. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. But I wanted him to. Early. Yep. For sure. He did coast. I didn't want him to coast for real. I didn't want him to coast. I wanted him to take it to him. Get him out of there. But he coasted. He coasted. Excuse me. I lost my voice yesterday. Screaming and yelling, trying to tell Crawford to throw the left hand. Sitting there screaming my lungs out, trying to tell this man, throw the left. Throw the left. Then I lost it even more. Screaming that afterwards, don't nobody want to hit that Bud. He didn't really throw it. Crawford was landing a right hook. Like his right hook found a home second round. His right hook found a home in the second round. And I was like, okay, cool. He found a home for one punch. And I was like, okay. And he was using that. And then I was like, okay, he needs to throw that left hand with it. That's what he needs to do. He needs to throw that left hand with it, but he just kept pawning with that right hand, that right hook, boom, pawning with the right hook, boom, pawning with the right hook. I'm like, bro, I get it. The right hook found the home. Throw the left hand. Put him on his ass early. He didn't do it. But then when he did, and I started doing it like in the 9th, 10th, that's when it was like, okay, all right. Then in the 10th, he just let it loose. He just let loose. I don't know where my nigga Deuce at, but I got him on the string.
I'm in here. I'm just listening.
All right, bet, nigga. I'm trying to get. I want to know what you think. What you think about last night, nigga? I want you to speak to the folk.
I mean, he just dragged him through the rounds. He didn't even have to try. You could see in his game plan, all he was doing was just waiting for him to open up in spots so he could just hit him with the counter shots. Whole time, Sean Porter landed a couple shots throughout the rounds, but I ain't really give him that much. You know what I'm saying? In the shot now, did he catch him? Yeah, he caught him one time real good with that overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Caught him with a couple right straights. Sean caught him with a couple shots in there, but you could tell Bud was just doing more body work than anything. Heavy thudding shots to the body, slowing him down. Because literally, Bo Max said, all right, he was like, step up your level of competition. And the nigga knocked him the fuck out right after that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he literally knocked him out at will. It's just levels, man. Like I try to tell everybody the whole time, it was going to go down whether it happened early or it happened late. he was going to sleep. And he was going to sleep that way. And anybody who thought that Terrence Crawford would have to go through suffer the same obstacles that everybody else had to, you're out of your mind. Like, and I mean, it just showed right there. So really, I could just go the rest of the night, just not say a motherfucking thing. And then niggas would just be like, it is what it is. Cause I already know what the fuck I said.
And they said that we was wrong for saying that Bud was gonna stop Porter. Like, we was wrong. I don't know if he's gonna stop him. I think he's gonna. No, he gonna stop him. He got to make a statement. Ain't nobody stood in there with him. Nobody. Go ahead, dudes.
Nah, I was just going to say, Boxing Bro said Sean Porter was going to stop him too, or one of them Boxing Bros.
I said he was going to stop him. I said he was going to stop him. And everybody.
Nah, I mean, Porter had a chance to stop him. My bad.
Wait, what? No.
One of the Boxing Bros said Porter going to stop him, or something along those lines. That's what the people was telling me.
But look though, it was a dude in the stands because he had some money on Porter. So me and Mob was sitting there. I mean, I'm watching the fight. Mob was maintaining the crowd. That was all the little Porter fanatics that we were sitting next to. So we were sitting next to a couple of Porter fans. Every time Porter looked like he was doing something, they was all like, oh, like every little thing that Porter did, it was just they just did hella extra. And what's up with Larondo? What to do with the foe? And what's up with Alex though? I see you. What to do with the foe? And he was like, everybody was sitting there talking hella shit, talking about how Porter was going to probably knock out the nigga and all the shit. And Bob was going ham. Bob was going Bob was going dumb out there. He was going crazy. He was, bruh, that dude, he is who he is, bro. He is who he is. It was a pleasure to meet that man. He is who he is. What's up with Mondo? What to do with the foe? I see you. Yeah, he bruh, that nigga go dumb.
Listen, the funniest shit about the whole evening though was that for me was the post conference, man. Like, now there was a couple funny moments for me. Like, where the nigga still had time left and he just literally just turned his back and just walked to the corner and Bud was just looking at this nigga like,
I saw that it was tripping. I was like, Bud, did you see that?
I died. I said this nigga wanted to be over so bad.
Bro, I thought I was tripping, bro. He hit him with a good left ping, and then all of a sudden he just walked off. And then you heard the bell. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. Did he just get fired on and walk off? Like, he gonna cry in the car. He go, man, I saw that shit and was like, bro, why didn't Bud just go in on him right? But Bud, he knew what that was. It was over right there.
I ain't never seen I've seen shit like that before in boxing, but it tripped me out that I try to tell niggas too, but everybody thought I was just trying to be hard on the nigga. I said, man, he going in there, man, for that check, man. I'm like, he going in there for that check. Cause he know he gonna get his ass whooped. I don't know what niggas, what he was selling the media and people believed it. I'm just like, bro, Sean Porter never been that guy. So, I mean, I give him his respect as a two-time world champion, but at the end of the day, he never been on that level. And
reality,
he literally turned his back with time left and walked to the corner like, yo, I don't give a fuck what Bud got going on, but I'm going to this corner. Hit me if you want to hit me. I don't give two fucks.
Hey, this dude said Spence will destroy Bud when they fight. Such a shame that Spence will duck until Bud is 40 years old. He gonna do the second part of that. Yeah, he gonna duck till Bud maybe 40. You about right about that. But he ain't gonna. No, he can't handle that Bud, man. And that Bud gonna have him looking like he don't be a menace. He gonna hit that and he gonna be looking like that dude. He gonna be looking like him, the one that died. Hitting that shit.
Crazy thing is, that nigga Spence crazy. He's sitting there. I'm like, my nigga, look at all this money. Like, bro, if them two niggas, if they did fight, yo, that's a lot of money involved in that fight. And he's stupid as fuck to let that shit pass him by. Whether he know he gonna get his ass whooped or not. Look at all that money you could get. If Sean got 6, my nigga, you could get 12.
Mm-hmm. Man, Chad, what to do with the foe? I see you. But I don't think he gonna fight, dude. I don't think he gonna fight him. I think what's gonna happen. Shout out to Gun Rights Mafia. But I think what's gonna happen is what my nigga Miles said. I think Jamal, he gonna move up to 168 and chase Canelo on some Chase Canelo shit. His brother Jamil, because he can't beat Castano, he gonna move his ass up to 160. And Earl Spence gonna sneak his dog ass up to 154. That's what I think is finna happen, bro. I'm telling you, I got a feeling that's finna happen. Especially what even make me believe it even more. And I'm gonna get with Boo Boo in a minute. But I gotta touch on this because you got a little more insight on this shit than I do. Bro, why is Canelo going up to cruiserweight? Why? For who? For what? Why is he going up to cruiserweight? What's that cruiserweight for Canelo? What is there?
I mean, it was usually there for him. It's another world title in another division, so he could say he the first Mexican 5-weight world champion. But the thing is, you know what I'm saying? He's fighting a nobody. He's fighting a fucking flat tire. Put it this way. Junior Makabu is 6 foot with a 74-inch reach. I mean, shit, Caleb Plant was like, what, 6'1" with a 74. What, how long is Caleb Plant reach? I know it's plus 70.
Let's see. Let's find out. Find out, people. Let's see what his reach is. Let's see.
But my thing is this. Junior Makabu been off, you know what I'm saying? He ain't fought nobody in 2 fucking years for 2 years in inactivity. And on top of that, my nigga, you got beat the fuck up by Tony Bellew. I repeat, he got the shit beat out of him by Tony Bellew. How many rounds do you think, ladies and gentlemen? 3 of them things.
That's
body bag that boy.
He got beat by Tony. I mean, no disrespect to Bellew. I'm not trying to diss Bellew. Like
at all. Tony Bellew's not a bad fighter. But I'm just saying, if you can't beat Tony Bellew,
how you gonna beat Canelo? If you can't beat Tony Bellew. And Tony Bellew is not a more polished boxer or more polished puncher than Canelo. At all. All Canelo gonna do is basically do whatever he want to. He gonna eat whatever he want to. That's all he gonna do. He just gonna walk in there at the same way as he do when he walk around the house. That's it. And he gonna go in the ring and fight. That's what he gonna do. That's exactly what he gonna do. Period. Blank.
Like, my thing is this. You can't tell me it's not a pattern in the way he moved, bro. He been doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, motherfuckers will never, you just live in a world where niggas will never say anything bad about his movements. And I mean, that's just what it is. And at this point, I'll just stop. It's not on me to want to give a fuck. Hey, that's you. If you can't see it, hey, that's on you. But I ain't gonna argue with none of y'all dick riding motherfuckers no more, man.
Me neither. I ain't gonna do it either. I'm tired of arguing with motherfuckers. If I'm gonna show you the truth in every shape, form possible, and you still want to believe whatever you want to believe, then I ain't finna keep talking to you. I'm not finna waste my time talking to you if you just gonna keep bullshitting and talking out your ass. And I'm showing you the God honest truth. Because I feel you, bro. What's this nigga name? What did he do? The dude that you fighting that cruiserweight kind of, what did he do? Who has he fought to deserve a fight with you? What? What did Rocky Fielding do? What did he do? What did Liam Williams Smith, whoever? What did these other fighters do to get a fight with you, Canelo?
All I'm saying is this. Okay, when Canelo fought James Kirkland was fucking 2 years. He was too inactive for 2 years. He didn't have no world title. And Boo Boo Andre had the world title. Why didn't he fight Boo Boo Andre? Was James Kirkland that much more of exciting of a fighter? for him to fight James Kirkland instead of fighting Boo Boo Andrade for a world title? I'm just saying. But motherfuckers, but it don't matter what you say, people will tell you that in a lot of ways you hate him. Man, I knew he was going to do this shit. He said he was going to go to 175 fight Bivol or Better Beef after he got the 168 title. I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But you jump up here to fight this motherfucking weird, you know what I'm saying, Down syndrome looking baby, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck wrong with this nigga, man.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's the thing. So we hating for telling you the truth. What's up with 1-2 Kid though? Shout out to the UGC. We hating because we telling the truth. That's how we hating, because we telling the truth. Boo Boo Andrade was the champ. And instead of him fighting the champ, he fought Kirkland. That's facts. That's not no false opinion. That's facts.
And here's another thing, right? Like, so, all right, you put all that shit in perspective. Like, and then here's another thing. So David Benavidez, he went down to the WBC convention they just had or whatever. No, Sam Likowitz went down there. His fucking his management. So they tried to get the mandatory. So they asked the WBC for the mandatory. So no sooner after Sam Likowitz go and do that, guess who show up there? That motherfucker, Eddie Reynoso, asking to fight Junior Mukabu. You know what I'm saying, for Cruiserweight. So Sam Likowitz asked to be made the interim. You know what I'm saying, the interim to fight for the interim title or whatever. So it's just like, man, I'm just saying, man, this nigga just bounced. Like, you can't tell me none of these niggas he fought. Like, y'all niggas don't press none of them niggas out, but everybody else gotta press. Mad, you gotta press them niggas out about every person they fight. Now, I ain't even talking about Demetrius Andrade per se. I'm just saying, like, even Terrence Crawford in that fashion, niggas pressed him out, try to give him a hard time about his undisputed run, but niggas won't say nothing about Canelo undisputed run. I'm just saying, like, niggas don't never question any of the janky shit that he did. Niggas always talk about niggas in catch weights or trying to say that Floyd Mayweather caught Canelo when he was too young. But at the same time, if that was the case and niggas live by that theory, then what the fuck did Canelo do to Caleb Plant little ass? Because Caleb Plant ain't fight nobody. That motherfucker was a straight test tube baby, if anything. Like, so people gotta you just gotta be mindful of what you say. Because at the end of the day, it just, even his own shit is a bunch of rounded out excuses. Oh, you're not gonna fight Mexican fighters. Really? What the fuck type shit? Now, like, hey, at the end of the day, he the money man. I just can't, I just don't even want to speak on it no more. Because I just don't, at this point, I don't give a fuck. Because niggas gonna make niggas feel how they feel, and I'm just gonna feel how I feel. And I feel like clearly he ducked competition, man. Every legend you can think of right now is saying the same shit. So is everybody hating on Canelo? Every legend in boxing is just magically hating on Canelo by them niggas saying that this fight is a duck. Fuck it.
I feel you, bro. I mean, okay, look, bro. You can't call the truth hate. That's what I hate about people that are so quick to be a fan over anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if he the face of boxing. I don't care who the face of boxing is. I'm not here to drag the coattails of the face of motherfucking boxing. I'm not here for that. I'm here to tell you the God honest truth. You don't like it? Fuck on. Very simple. I don't care about none of that. What's up with Double M though? Shout out Boxing Logic United. Piece of pugilism.
So what make Canelo, clearly he's the face of boxing. He sells more tickets than, you know what I'm saying, anybody except Anthony Joshua. You know, I say Anthony Joshua and Canelo about neck and neck. But as far as America is concerned, yes, he's the face of boxing. I ain't taking none of that away from him. I've never said Canelo wasn't a skilled fighter, but Canelo and Canelo's biggest fights, the niggas lost or he's come up short. And you know what I'm saying? Like, even his rematches look shaky. So what I'm saying is this. Triple G was his biggest opponent. The first fight they fought, he lost. Well, really, Floyd Mayweather was his biggest opponent, but he got his ass whooped. And then right before that, he had a shaky fight with Austin Trout. He had a shaky fight with fucking with Laura. So when I'm saying this shit, it's not hating, but you'll outweigh that shit and just look at all of these half-ass niggas he be fighting, the old ass niggas over the hill niggas, man. Or just I'm just saying, man, you can't if he the face of boxing, you should expect more out of him. Nobody is allowed to criticize that nigga, but everybody else free game, right? I'm just saying, I don't live in the world where that nigga is above criticism. Nobody is. And you know what I mean? That's just me. And I ain't never going to not be that nigga. So, feel how you feel.
Yeah, nobody above criticism. I hate how y'all be sitting there getting mad because somebody say something about a motherfucker that y'all like. That's not what we here for. I ain't here to ride the coattails of motherfuckers you like. Canelo should at least fight Demetrius Bivol. Arthur better be. Like, I wouldn't mind if he did that. Or fight motherfuckers that actually really want to fight you. What did they do? Like, you can't say you can't tell Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade to his face in front of God and everybody and say, you haven't fought nobody. Who have you fought? All this shit. You can't say that to him and then do shit like this. That don't make sense. If you can't be called out for that, something wrong with you. Because there's Demetrius Bivol and there's Arthur Beterbiev and you got Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade been calling you out, even willing to move up. You even got the Charlie, like you got fights in your area. And I ain't even mentioned David Benavidez. Still there. So you just picking around. And then at the same time want to throw in people's faces that they ain't done enough to get a fight with you, but you fight motherfuckers that ain't did nothing in the game. Nothing. What have they done? And I dare somebody to say, because they're a champion. Please don't say that. Don't say that.
Look, man, it's like this. Like, there's shit about this man's career that you criticize, period. Just like, and it ain't no way around. Other motherfuckers don't see it. They don't see it. Like I said, I ain't trying to make nobody believe, man. But it's like this. I don't find it funny that this nigga goes up there right after Kovalev, you know what I'm saying, almost gets stopped by Anthony Yard. You go up there and fight Kovalev, old 37-year-old ass, and get the WBO. And then as soon as you get the motherfucker, you leave and come straight back down. And then everybody make excuses for you saying, why the hell does he need to go back up to 75? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, you just, instead of going back to 75, you completely skip one of the, you know what I'm saying, one of the fights up there. You just go all the way up to motherfucking 190 to goddamn cruiserweight, fighting motherfucking fighting the Down syndrome baby, man. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Myron Magnus, aka Double M. What to do with the fold? Shout out Boxer Logic United, man. Subscribe if you haven't. You see it. You see it. What to do with the fold, bro?
Man, how you two gentlemen doing? MBBC forever. What's up, man?
Nothing much, chilling, man. Just trying to talk about this Crawford shit and get on Canelo head because he with that foolery.
Yeah, man. Old Canelo. Old Canelo, man.
What you think about him going to cruiserweight, Double M?
Well, y'all done pretty much summed it up. So it's not much I can yeah, I think it's a cherry pick. I think it's a cherry pick charade, unfortunately. And I think he's so much better than I recall the dude when he went to Fort Kovalev and they say, are you going to hang around 175? He said, no, I got to go down to my own weight class, which is eventually 168, right? Mm-hmm. And then now, 2 weeks after beating Plant, this is announced. 2 weeks after, right? There's been 2 or 3. That's a fast turnover for a next fight. So
Right.
Evidently, this was planned. This must have been planned in there. They had this planned all along, and Makabu got it sucked down to 190 because the Ridgeway, of course, pushed it down. So, but he probably come in, okay, maybe 200. I don't know. Do you have to weigh in at 190, then go up? But if Alvarez going to put a weight hydration clause on him, also Canelo's fought last fight 2 weeks. His last fight was 2 years ago. This guy Makabu. So you got to equate all of those things. He hasn't fought in 2 years. But Canelo's fought 2 weeks ago. So by the time this fight happens, when is this fight? I mean, what is the date they gave for it?
I believe the fight's supposed to happen in May.
Wow. Oh, damn. Okay, so that's the 5th month of 2022. So by that time they fight, okay, so it'd be 2 years and 4 months he ain't fought. Damn.
And you know he gonna fight in September. He always fight in September.
Nah, Makabu fight on this. I think Makabu fight on the 17th of December. I think.
Huh?
I said I think I think Alunga Makabu fight on December 17th.
Oh, he does. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he already has a fight schedule for December 17th, and they already planned this fight.
Reynoso went to the WBC convention and asked Mauricio Suleiman. He was like the winner of the December 17th fight that Alunga Makabu's in. He was like, can he get the match after that? And they all voted, and he won that shit unanimously, like 36-1 or some shit like that.
So it must be assumed that Makabu's going to win this fight because we just saw the press conference. It was just Canelo and Makabu up there. It wasn't Canelo, Makabu, whoever he's fighting on December 17th. Right? So how you go ahead and sign up for this fight when you still got a fight to come? I never seen that happen before.
Yeah, that's weird. But what's up with my boy Ralphie Dawkins, though, man? Shout out to my boy Ralphie Dawkins, Combat Radio, man. What it do with the folks? Shout out to the Box Bunch. How
does he have a fight? How do they sign this fight already with Makabu when he hasn't even done this fight yet? If that's true. I mean, if he does have a fight on December 17th.
The way they're doing it is like this. He's fighting for whoever the winner is. It don't matter if it's Makabu or I think it's God damn it, I can't pronounce the dude's name right now. Whoever's the winner of basically that title fight, they're gonna fight. He's gonna fight for that cruiserweight title regardless. So there's no guarantee. I mean, Makabu should win, but whoever wins out of that match.
Okay, that's weird. Because damn, it seemed like they already announced it that it was Canelo and Makabu though. So that's weird if they're doing that. And what if he get knocked out December 17th? Wow. So Canelo can. If that's the case, Canelo can just move however the fuck he wants.
He pretty much is right now.
So I mean, hold up. If they already announced Canelo and Makabu, that's been announced. That when I saw the paper, it wasn't. I mean, Canelo gets the winner of Makabu or so and so. It was Canelo versus Makabu. So
no fight has been announced quite yet. They're saying if Makabu wins that fight, he's the champion right now, regardless. So if he wins his next fight, it's no different than them any fight they did in the past history or whatever, and they thinking down the road of what their plans are. Mukabu's gonna fight Canelo if he wins after his next fight. So that's basically all they saying. So it's already set in stone what the plans are going to be for who Canelo is fighting. So basically they taking it off the bill that David Benavidez or Charlo or whoever can go ahead and they can just forget about it because that's what Canelo's future plans are.
Right. But one thing, I've never ever in history seen a fight that's been announced before a fighter had his fight. I mean, when they already got on stage and everything. I've never seen that before. So that's the first for me. Maybe you guys have. I've never seen that before when them two was on stage and they was talking about it. We all saw that press conference. So that's the first I've ever seen in history before he actually has his fight in December 17th. That's
Hold
something
on.
new.
When did Canelo have a press conference?
They had a press conference already.
When?
Makabu and Canelo had their press conference earlier this week or last week.
I don't know about that. I don't remember that.
No, yes, go look it up. What is that? Ask them in the chat. They already had a press conference on it, dude.
I'm not saying if it did, they did, but I don't remember him having no press conference.
Ask the chat. The chat knows. Hey, look at Craig Smith. Yeah, that's real weird. They already had it. They had a press conference earlier this week, dude. That's why we're talking about it. They already went to stage and everything. Shook hands, hugged. It was already announced. So how you do that before he have his fight? So Makabu must do not have a fight December 17th. He can't. Hello?
Hold on, I can read the article, man. It says Canelo Alvarez next confirmed fight by the WBC with move to cruiserweight to face Iunga Mukabu. And it says Canelo's next fight has been confirmed by the WBC with the Mexican superstar primed to move up in weight to face cruiserweight champion Iunga Mukabu. The Congolese stands between Canelo and the world title at a fifth weight class as he continues to build an immense legacy in the sport following a knockout victory over Caleb Plant to clinch undisputed status at super middleweight. Canelo is bidding to become just the sixth man in boxing history to become a quadruple world champion following Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, Ray Charles Leonard, Thomas Hearns, and Manny Pacquiao. While Amanda Soriano, what'd you say? What you gonna say?
Yeah, Makabu's next fight is Canelo. Canelo's next fight is Makabu.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
Yeah, it's not no. I don't know about no December unless the fight is in December. No, they ain't can't. Canelo ain't put the nigga on 4 weeks. I don't think. Oh
but it says no. But it says the pair. It says the pair will collide in May or June. The WBC confirmed, which is traditionally a time of the year when Canelo has fought, usually to celebrate Mexico's Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. Yeah, Makabu don't got another fight in December. He fights Canelo next.
So that's what that looked like, bro.
Yeah, no, Makabu.
You could go look right. You could go look right smack at the article. It's right on my community post, man. Like, I'm just saying. I ain't seen I'm just saying, I ain't seen no press conference. They literally just announced it. So I don't.
They had they announced it at the press. That was the press conference announcement. They both was there on stage. They announced the fight already. It was at a convention. Look at your chat. They telling you at the chat. They already did. That fight's been announced. They did the press conference. The first press conference already, dude.
They saying this was a convention. It wasn't really a press conference. More of a convention.
I mean, the press conference is at you know what I mean, tomato. They did it though, bro. It's been announced. Makabu don't got no fight December 17th.
The man said, "Who wins, Canelo, Makabu?" Canelo. Easy word. Easy word. No problem. Mr. T said that wasn't a press conference, but they did meet up.
It was announced. It looked like a press conference to me. The first one, they was both asked questions about the fight. It's video. You can go look. You could just YouTube the shit. I mean, go see it for yourself.
What's up with Beams, though? What to do with the folk? I see you. Mr. T, what to do with the folk? I see you. Isaac talking about. I think David got at me, too. I got to get back to these comments real quick because I saw some shit I need to get up. Search quick. Yeah, I know. What's up with Bronze Plumber, though? The bronze plumber. What did he do with the fold? Oh no, I think he cut out. Oh, you getting on Isaac?
Okay, they announced it at the WBC convention, but they had Makabu there and everything, and had Canelo there. So
he could be a whole southpaw all he want to, Pigeon. He ain't gonna do nothing against Canelo. Nothing. And I gotta Canelo go up and go right back to back down.
Nah, he don't got no fight in December. But I knew they announced that fight or whatever, but I swear to God, there was an article I was just looking at, I think out of the Athletic was alluding to something of that fact. That's why I said it.
Yeah, it's all gravy. But no, go look at the go look at it.
Nah, I don't need to look at that. I'm just saying, I know they ain't had no press conference. I know the WBC convention just happened or whatever, but I'm just saying they literally just announced, you know what I'm saying? They literally just was talking about it. Like the WBC convention was like last week or some shit like that.
Right. Well, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. What I mean by press conference, they both were there. They both was on stage, and that's when the fight was announced, and the media was there asking both questions about the fight. So that's why I say the press conference, but it was at the WBC convention. But there's plenty of videos for it. Both of them on stage. It was announced. What today is? Today's Sunday. That shit was like what, Tuesday or Wednesday they did.
That shit crazy. That's just mania. This was what? Today is the 21st. This article came out on the 17th, Wednesday.
Yeah, it was Tuesday, Wednesday. It was on stage, both of them. It was announced. That nigga said, I'm going to knock Canelo out. Wait.
Bro, that's a fucking joke. Like, yo, you can't call Demetrius Andrade born and fight Ulanga Mukabu, dog. Like, that shit is retarded. Like, this is the word. Like, bro, he's going to knock this dude out, man. It's an easy fucking fight, man. I'm done with this shit.
Sorry to make it worse. I watched that shit with my own eyes. Like, he about to fight.
Nah, I'm not frustrated. I knew they was fighting. I literally just did a live on it like a week ago. Like, I'm just tired of hearing about it because niggas big up anything this nigga do. This shit is trash. Have you seen this nigga fight for real? Have you watched him fight?
Nobody.
Just go watch the nigga fight, man. And then, like, I ain't got shit to say, man.
You watched the fight? I know he got knocked out by our boy in UK, bro. You know what I mean? That was like a third round knockout, vicious knockout. My old boy, what's his name? You know, old boy that the last light heavyweight champ they had before.
Usyk got. I want to see what he do after this because on some real talk.
Dog, how many niggas is going to say that, bro? Niggas always say, I want to see what this nigga going to do after this. This nigga got so many of them type moves to where I done heard a nigga say that, or niggas will be like, well, you know, when we looked at, maybe at the end of 2022, he gonna fight this nigga, and we ain't even, nah, fuck all that, man. That's all that nigga do is, man, maybe we gonna see what this nigga do down the road type shit, man. I'm sick of that shit, man.
Yeah, Tony Bellew. That's right. Thank you, Raphael.
Yeah, Bellew dropped Bobby.
Yeah, Tony Bellew knocked his ass out in 3 fucking rounds, man.
Yeah, brutal. That was a brutal. That motherfucker collapsed.
Tony Bellew is not as good of a polished boxer as Canelo. He's not that. He's not.
And you know, motherfucking that's Don King, boy. Ulanga Makabu, that's Don King's boy. So you know Don King motherfucking greasy chicken, greasy fried chicken, finger licking motherfucking ass. He over that joint chopping at the bits, motherfucking fingernails small as shit right now. Motherfucking just dead, just over that joint trying, you know what I mean? He gonna have a heart attack as soon as he touch that money. Nigga gonna be like, I'm back in the game. Only in America, baby. And fuck this shit, man.
And I think they're gonna. I believe they're gonna fight in Africa.
Yeah, so we can feel like he gonna do something. Give him the home crowd advantage.
I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'm not 100% sure, but I think I heard something that it might actually be in Africa, and I was like, wow, you know what I mean? So Canelo trying to definitely expand his popularity more to compete with Joshua on that side. You know?
Man, I'm tired of niggas trying to like compare great shit to bum ass shit, man. Like this ain't no fucking Rumble in the Jungle. This ain't none of that shit, man. Like niggas, man, whoever be thinking of this shit need to be fucking shot, B.
What's up with my boy Ralphie Dawkins, though, bro? Shout out to Ralph Dawkins Combat Radio, man. Shout out to the whole boxing bunch, man. What they do with the folk?
Yeah, man. How you doing?
What's your take on Canelo going into Cruiserweight?
It's a novelty fight. I look at it as a novelty fight. You know, Makabu hasn't fought in 2 years. By the time they get in the ring, it's like what, two and a quarter years, 2.5 years. Is it a serious fight? I think not. Plus they with the Bridgerweight now, they've lowered the WBC have lowered the Cruiserweight limit to 190. So you factor that in. And then, yeah, he hasn't fought in 2 years. The Cruiserweight limit's dropped to 190. They're talking about it's going to be in Africa, but I don't think it will. That's just to kind of like, you know, have some razzmatazz to it. And then they're just going to be wherever in Vegas as per usual. Payday. It's a payday.
Y'all be killing me with this, man. Y'all be killing me with this.
Don King guy. Payday.
Yeah, it's a payday. He finna get a check. Hey, Ronald, check this out. I don't have a favorite fighter, cuz. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here to talk boxing. That's what all four of us here to do, is talk boxing. So ain't no fighter Canelo beat that made us feel some type of way. You a Canelo fan. You idol worshiping motherfucker you. And we just up here telling you some raw truth about the motherfucker that you motherfucker idly worship. You probably got a statue of the motherfucker in your room. And you mad because we getting on his head. Like we get on everybody's head. And you feeling some type of way. Get over it.
Well, Canelo's
I know.
Canelo's a good fighter. He's a great fighter. Canelo's a great fighter. That's not the dispute. The dispute is how serious is this fight? And I think it's on par with when Roy Jones went up and fought, what was that cat's name?
Who, Diaz?
Yeah.
John Ruiz.
John Ruiz. You know, Lennox Lewis was there, but nobody expected him to fight Lennox Lewis. He fought Ruiz as a novelty.
I don't know about that, bro.
Well, you know.
I wouldn't do that.
No? Ruiz was... What? Ruiz was a greater challenge, you feel?
Well, when he went up heavyweight before John Ruiz, man, you know that was a come on, man.
No, I know Roy Jones actually was like, that was somewhat of, I mean, that was a good choice for Roy Jones to fight. But Roy Jones cleared out his division before he did that.
I can accept that. He cleared out his division and had a novelty fight.
He fought the best everybody he could fight before he did that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But then
besides, of course, old boy that he came down to fought later, Tarver. Yeah, but he had fought everybody. He had fought everybody he needed. Antonio Tarver.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
I get what you're saying.
That's
right. He should have fought Tarver before he did that. He had a better, and that he probably wouldn't have got sparked out in his second one. But at least he beat Tarver once and then lost his second one. But he fucked himself up going to heavyweight, then coming back down to what he did.
Yeah.
That wasn't a smart move because I remember that fight. He weighed in something like 213 for that fight.
Mm. It didn't serve
And
him
then
well.
coming back down. Yeah, then he came back down to one Tarver at 175.
That wasn't a good idea.
It didn't serve him
That
well.
was
It didn't serve
yeah,
him well.
that was a.
But my
You
key,
talking about you? We're
my
talking
key-
about a 38-pound swing down.
yeah,
That
but my
was
key, but my key,
Canelo ain't making nothing. Canelo ain't making nothing that drastic move.
yeah, but my key point is that to me, this is a novelty fight. This is just a little novelty thing. He's not fighting a Coley. He's not fighting Breedis. He's fighting Mokabu, who hasn't fought for over 2 years.
So
It's
he
a
got
novelty
dumb
thing.
right.
He cannot be taken seriously.
That's my whole point. Yeah, that's my whole point. He ain't fought in 2 years.
It can't be taken seriously. This fight cannot be taken seriously. It's a novelty fight, so that's what it is. Nothing more, nothing less.
Now, fair to him, he has won 8 straight or 7 straight, I think, since the knockout to Tony Bellew. So I don't want to be like out of balance with it. He has won 8 straight.
But nobody could deny any fighter if you inactive. That still will leave a question. No matter what fighter you are, if you ain't fought in 2 years, it's gonna leave some people in question.
My nigga fought a whole bunch of nobodies, man. At the end of the day, man, it just goes down like this. You're absolutely right. It's a novelty fight, but at the end of the day, they gonna dress this shit up to make it out like Canelo's going up to cruiserweight to fight, this WBC champion, and everybody going to try to act like it's so great when really everybody going to be running the box record, running to the internet to try to figure out who the guy is because they have no clue. But it don't matter to the fans because they gonna act like this is a major thing when Canelo just want to smoke this dude, man. But that's just my opinion, man. But I hope y'all boys have a great night, man. I gotta get up out of here, man. So everybody be easy. Peace.
All right, congrats.
No doubt. Peace to you, champ.
But yeah, man, I that was kind of my thing. I just didn't like Canelo moving up to cruiserweight and knew he was. It's like that's a little question right there. And then when I saw Bubu Andrade's interview and he was getting at Canelo and he was talking about Rocky Fielding and his last few opponents, and he was like, "Well, what did they do to get a fight with you? Like if I didn't do nothing, you saying I ain't fought nobody, I ain't do nothing. Well, what did Rocky Fielding do? What did Liam Smith? What did all these other fighters that you fought? What did they do? If I ain't do nothing?" And I kind of had a little understanding for that. And then seeing him do that, and that was before he did this. And then when I see him do this, and I'm like, well, you know what? Now that I think about it, what did this dude do? Because you still got other people that want a piece of you. The Bivels, the Better Beeves, the Bubu Andrades, the Charlos.
Is it a cherry pick?
This is a cherry pick. I say it's a cherry pick. Yeah, you say don't.
I mean, a lot of people, by the fact that he's moving, he's making these drastic jumps from 2 weight classes to, that's why I call it charade, the cherry charade pick. You know what I mean? He's jumping up 2 weight classes to masquerade. I'm not the masquerade, but to like kind of, make it not seem as if it's one. In my opinion,
it is a masquerade. The masquerade, you wear masks, yeah? Make it look like one thing when it's another thing.
Right. So it's like charades.
Charade.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like called cherry pick a charade. There's a cherry charade pick. I mean, because they said, whoa, they could just talk about that. Say, whoa, he's jumping 2 weight classes. My God.
My God.
He ain't only the freaking cruiserweight.
Is it a bird? Is it a bird? Is it a bird? Is it a plane?
And then, but they're not. People they're going to use that, and if people get lost, we'll lose the point that this guy ain't for 2 years. The competition he's a domestic, more of a domestic champion, not more so a world champion, because we've never heard of him. We do know the toughest, on par, on average, the toughest competition is on the western side of the hemisphere. You feel me? Which is circling around the Americas. So, like, okay, we never heard of this dude who he's fought. He lost to Bellew. And so that's what, but he's a champion. So that's what it is. Hey, it's another belt he can get. He can get 5. He's trying to just break the record. He's trying to catch Pacquiao. He's trying to do whatever he can, you know what I mean, in any way, shape, or form to get close up there and to cement himself, his legacy in history. But I point out to the fact that old boy, what's the ESPN commentator, old boy,
Harry Merchant.
that be with no, the one to be with Andre Ward.
Timothy Bradley.
Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley aired his ass out a few days back. I'm like, God damn. He's like, this is why the Latins don't respect him. You know what I mean? He knows. And it was like, huh? He's like, the Latin people don't respect him because he does this shit like this. And he just came out and said it in the interview. I'm like, oh, dagger. We all know that, you know, a lot of, you know, what we hear a lot of his own peers, as far as previous champions and greats, are like, Marquez just came out and criticized him again, like a couple of weeks ago. And it was just like, man, so, you know, and they hold weight in Mexico. So, you know, they got to do a lot of damage control for the way he moves. But, you know, Canelo don't give a fuck. It is his world on this side of the hemisphere. So, right. Hey, more power to him. It's his world. You know what I mean? Right now. So more power to him. He's doing what he's going to do, try to cement himself in history. You know what I mean? I ain't hating on sentiment anymore, but we all know what it is. And the thing is, it's just like, when you go 20 years from now and 30 years from now, the internet is still going to be, very, very either stronger. And we're going to start looking up things, you know what I mean? It's going to be just Canelo going to have a lot of positive content, but he's going to have a shitload of negative content too. So it's going to be, you know, whereas back in our time, they could dictate what's in the papers, you know what I mean, and everything. You could just Google this shit on, you know what I mean, on Canelo in about 20, 30 years, and people will have something good to say about him, something bad to say about him. Right. So I think he's fucking up his legacy somewhat doing that, but I don't think he fucking give a fuck. He think he's kind of untouchable right now. So maybe they need a, you know, WBC is letting him move how he wants. So, but I think it's going to be a blowback. He's going to get a blowback, you know what I mean? Because to be honest with you, man, I'm no longer trying to really be hard on Canelo. He's going to do what he's going to do. I'm looking at this realistically as a business. Canelo doesn't have not really one classic fight to look at to make a fan really, really love him. You know? He don't have no classic performance that you're like going to be like, wow. Without it being like an old fighter back in the day before he fought like, you know, Mayweather or Laura. And I mean, before he fought Mayweather back there, he don't have really a super to pick, besides like the Shane Mosley, and Shane Mosley was old. He was beating the shit out of Mosley. But people go, it's like, well, Mosley was old. We all know that. It's going eventually going to happen. But he don't, I guess a peer of his in their prime, he doesn't have a classic, like, bona fide dominating, you know, like a nail-biting fight that was like amazing action. He doesn't have one of those. Huh?
What about the Triple G fights?
The Triple G fights was pretty good.
They were good, but they weren't classics to me. They were pretty good fights.
I would say the first one was.
The first one was a classic.
I'd say the first one was.
For me, he lost that fight, though. He lost the first one, so I don't know how you're right.
Well, no, technically he didn't. He got a draw, if we're going to be honest. I mean, if we're going to be reality what's in the books. Yeah. I don't think that fight was a classic. You know what I mean? I don't hold that up with the if you took me to pick my most favorite top 10 fights of all time, no Canelo fight is in there. Or even my top 20 fights of all time, there's no Canelo fight in there. That's what I'm saying. Right. If you really look at the top 20 fight, Canelo has not created a top 20 fight. And I don't mean like, okay, let's say the fight itself was just back and forth, amazing action. Okay, that's a classic fight. Or he has to put together a classic performance in my mind. He hasn't done that yet. Mayweather has had, both. He's probably had a good classic fight where it was back and forth. He had that with Castillo. and he's had a number of classic performances where he just completely dominated a motherfucker that was undefeated, or we thought undefeated motherfuckers that we thought was going to give him a fucking run for his money, that he just whitewashed.
Well, let me say
you know
this.
What I mean?
Let me say this because I gotta dip out. It's past my bedtime. So what I'll say in closing, finishing, is that some of these fights is having a novelty fights. This fight to me is a novelty fight, but it's still gonna go down in the history books as another title is collected. People who look deeper, only on the surface level, fine, that's gonna be enough. People who look deeper will understand that it was a novelty fight, and that's the long and the short of it. It's purely a novelty fight. I can't really take it seriously. The guy hasn't fought for 2 years. Makumbu hasn't fought for 2 years. It's a novelty fight, nothing more, nothing less.
Right.
And with
Well,
that, gentlemen, I bid you a good night. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, Boone, man. It's nice talking to you. Boxing Logistics. Thank you.
Have a wonderful night, sir.
Thank you.
So that's just my thing. When people look at old classic fights, super fights like they have come up, it's not going to be no Canelo super fight. There's not, to me, that was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers. But the Triple G fight, yes. I would say that, I think it was that first one. Yeah, that bitch was good. That was a good fucking fight. It was going at it. That's the closest one he got, really. You know what I mean? But other than that, that was it. But if you put that beside, say, like a freaking one of these undercard cats that they'll be going back and forth and be wild, and it's like, wow, it wasn't as good as that one. If you put it, some of these joints was just like amazing fights and performances. I just need him to give me a little bit more of those, a little bit tighter ones. Like Sugar Ray we had a couple of those fights with Sugar Ray. And that's why Sugar Ray got into the hearts. Like the fight with Duran. You couldn't forget that fucking first fight. I mean, that fight was fucking amazing. The fight with fucking Tommy Hearns. Fight was fucking amazing. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He got classic performance. Like those was like super bouts. It was like that set in our hearts. So you start like, if you go a clap, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield. You know what I mean? Like amazing fucking fights. You know what I'm saying? All three of them. You know what I mean? Just like these motherfuckers is taking each other's head off. Like
I got even a more current one fight that I usually always hit on for boxing fans. I'm gonna say this before I go because my fan bam is here. But I think Berto Ortiz was a better, more action-packed fight than Triple G Canelo 1. As far as like just the action, the punches landed, the knockdowns, the wow factor in the fight. As far as the entertainment factor of the fight itself, I feel like you got more for that than the Triple G Canelo fight. Well, people more so trip on with the Triple G Canelo thing is the star power of the two fighters more so than the actual fight itself.
Right. Or like Porter versus Spence. Crazy fight.
That was a very action-packed fight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hell yeah, bro. From beginning to end, that fucker was an awesome fight. That's what I'm talking about. We don't get. I think Canelo's lacking any of those in his like, especially in the present history of the last like 4 years after the Triple G. He hasn't had none of those memorable fights. So maybe I'm not saying you got to. He's a superstar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now he's just gonna coast. He gonna coast, and he gonna do what he gonna do. And I kind of feel bad for fighters like Boo Boo Andrade because I don't think he gonna get the proper respect and just do that he deserves. But I feel like I don't know what I would think is next for Boo Boo Andrade. Hopefully he can get a Triple G fight. Hopefully, but I highly doubt that Eddie Hearn will make that happen. So
I agree. I don't think Triple G is I don't think that's happening either. I mean, Triple G is like you say, he might be looking for money. He's older now. He ain't trying to get locked out by that dude. So
that's just not gonna happen. So it is what it is. Shout out to my boy Boxing Logic United, my boy Myron. Shout out to DT3. Peace and wisdom. It's my boy. I gotta get on. My fan bam's here. I just got back from Vegas. This is the first time I seen them since I got back, and they just got home. So I'm finna go chill with them for a little bit. And I just want to say thank you to my brother for sliding through. Shout out to the chat. Appreciate you. What to do with the folk and Boxers United, aka Myron Magnus Double M. You got any last words before we get about it?
Man, peace and pugilism to you, brother. Enjoy your family and have a happy holidays. That's it.
Man, same to you, man.
And to everybody in the chat, everybody listening, happy holidays to you all, and one love to your families. That's it, brother.
You know what I'm talking about? NBBC forever.